Hey everyone, happy Friday. Hope you've had a good day. I had a thought-provoking call from a well-respected farrier earlier today. He'd heard about ForgeSmart and he wanted to know a bit more about it. So I talked him through the coordinated timing of farriers raising their prices, how it was a 10-month program that helped farriers acknowledge where we are, where we want to be, and plan a journey from one to the other. We discussed how much it costs to shoe a horse, not just the shoes and nails, etc., but the real cost, the one that many people don't understand, and how any farrier who is shoeing horses for less than, say, £100 excluding VAT is probably only working for a little bit more than minimum wage once tax and all their other costs have taken a bite. He was also concerned, as part of the conversation, what would happen to those customers who are only just able to afford to keep their horses. So if prices go up, his argument was surely we're going to be causing a welfare issue. Now, this is a common question, and I must say one I've thought a lot about, but in summary, I've got a few ideas. Firstly, if the profession continues to lose farriers and train very few, the welfare issue is probably coming sooner or later, in that we're going to run out of farriers to provide service to all the horses. Personally, I would rather have farriers that are expensive than no farriers able to provide the provision. Secondly, we need to consider why we would need to put our customers and their needs before our own. We all want to help horses, that's why we do this job, but we must acknowledge we need to help ourselves by helping those that we can be paid for and can be paid a fair and reflective amount for our time, skill and services. We also need to make sure we can charge enough to save for a rainy day, save for our futures after farriery, and charge enough that we don't need to kill ourselves by dashing about from horse to horse. He also said that farriers that work on big yards would be reluctant to raise their prices for fear of losing them. And I get that. I mean, I do big yard work and it's a lot of eggs in one basket. I acknowledge that. But if we carry on subsidising their businesses, our own are going to suffer and some might even fail. We need to think of our own needs. Don't keep making excuses why you can't. Look at the facts. You need to raise your prices. You need to look after yourself and your loved ones. You need to secure your future. You can achieve all of these things with confidence, following sound principles in the farrier pricing program from ForgeSmart. It goes live on Tuesday the 1st, so we've only got a few days before it starts. Get stuck in, think of yourself and take part. Hope you have a good weekend, guys. I think the weather's looking hot. Hope you're not working too hard.